Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I am RAOW, and this is The Last Hope RAOW, our newest Pokemon Mystery Dungeon tabletop campaign. This is Season 1, Episode 1. Welcome to... Is it Zelo or Zelo?
Zelo.
Okay. Welcome to Zelo. We shall begin, as we do with all of our tabletop games, with introductions. Beginning with the glorious Storyteller Kerr.
Greetings and bienvenue, our dear viewers. Sorry, I can't resist. Hey everyone, I'm Kerr. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the game. I'm the storyteller. I'm the one who weaves these wonderful, wonderful worlds for you guys. And hope to God you guys don't break things, but this is a brand new system, so I highly encourage you to attempt to break everything that isn't nailed down.
Thanks.
Break anything and everything that isn't nailed down. Gotcha. All right. Now attempting no clip through the mountain. No.
Sorry, that's called dig.
You have discovered the mountain god. Please roll diplomacy for interrupting his dinner.
Oh. My deepest apologies.
Look upon these babies and tremble.
Mwahaha.
Call me a baby again and I'll punch you in the kidneys.
Baby! You are so baby!
Yeah, Cobalt is very cute.
Baby! He must be hugged.
But yeah, from here, we'll go ahead and move around the table. I will go ahead and go first this time, give you guys the baseline. I am RAOW, and I am playing as Hunter, the psychic dark type Poochyena.
Look at him with his little hat. Look at the little hat that's all tilted on one of his ears. Look at the baby!
It's actually a big hat.
It is a little hat for the little head.
It is cute.
He's your baby. He's your baby.
Okay, so clearly this is going to be the stream, just Kerr gushing over our Pokemon.
They are babies! I must protect and hug.
Except you're the storyteller.
Yes, so?
Your job is to kill us.
Always. Murder.
I'm sorry, Kerr has his own team of Pokemon, while Raigon has his own team.
Also, everybody, a quick note, we are running Stream Raiders Dungeons mode today, so do go place your troops for that. For those that aren't aware, it is a fast fire mode where you place troops much more rapidly. There are Twitch drops for it today, so that's why the category is set to that. I'm not going to really show it on stream much, but it is running in the background. So anyways, Tochemay.
Oh no.
Hi, I'm Tochemay, and I'm playing Brussel, the Bulbasaur.
Baby! He is so baby!
I just got diabetes from that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so server muting Kerr for disrupting the game.
I think we broke her. A
Oh,
little bit.
baby! I knew it was coming and I tried to prepare myself for it. And I failed.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Okay.
Octo.
Okay, I got this. I'm fine. I am fine.
Let's let Kerr recover real quick.
RAOW.
Okay. Hi, I am Octo, and I'm playing the most rockamus sockamus of Rio Lose, Cobalt.
Okay, see, I'm okay. I am okay.
Look
That's
at that
gonna
cute
punch
little
this TM in the
Riolu.
kidneys.
Look at that cute little Cobalt.
Aw, he thinks he can do damage.
All right, our next kin.
Hello, I am Foxfiend, and I'm playing Kin, the regular a fire type Vulpix.
Baby.
Oh,
So baby.
Oh, Her's gonna have such a hard time getting through a single session. Anyways, continuing on. Shell.
Hey y'all, this is
Uh,
Kenku or William Smith.
It would have
Someone
gone
know?
to Merl next.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
well, I'll keep going, I guess. For the moment. Oh, or go ahead, Merle. I'll wait.
I'm Merl. I am playing the standard dark type Zora Midnight.
And I'm Kenku or William Smith, depending. I am playing Shale, the grass ground nerd of a sand shrew.
Baby.
Sure.
So babies. Oh my god. So
So-
babies.
One thing to note for everybody. This is a new system that we are playing with called RAOW, Role-Playing Animals in Other Worlds. It is a system that I've been working on for the last several months, possibly a
RAOW.
year at this point, or near it. And yeah, we are beginning our playtesting of it. This is going to be a standard campaign, so there will be story and everything going with it. But do keep in mind that the way things function may change from one week to the next. Because, again, playtest. So, yeah. We'll go ahead and turn it over to Kerr to set the scene.
Babies! They are so babies!
Wow.
Look at the babies!
Rar.
They are so babies, and I love them. They must be protected and hugged and given all of the affections, and I'm going to throw them into the deepest, darkest pits of hell and watch them have to dig themselves out.
Yay!
I mean,
Bring it.
Note to self, learn dig.
I'm sorry, what? What'd you say? What was that?
I said bring it.
I said yay.
Zim, honey, love of my life. I don't think he understands what's going to happen here.
Oh, I don't.
Yes, you're going to be broken repeatedly because of our plans and everything.
Plans or lack thereof.
Oh, fuck you too.
I am forming this hypothesis based off of a plethora of evidence.
Hashtag fake news.
Don't worry, Zim. He's had the same amount of time to look over character information as we have.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I got this.
Do you know?
Totally. We'll see how
All
this
right.
goes.
Set the scene.
All right. Let us go. I have like 8 different possible entrances here, and I'm trying to figure out which is the proper one here. What is the way I wish to initiate my babies into the world?
You didn't have this figured out already?
I have like 9 or 10 different choices here that I can do. I narrowed it down that far. That's an accomplishment for me.
All right, roll a d10 and pick one according to the number.
I need to figure out the perfect entrance and opening here.
Gosh.
It's fine. He doesn't know this world exists right now. All right.
Well, let's not jinx it.
Hey, as long as no one plays the card, we're fine.
Oh no. Oh no.
You've
Why'd you say
tempted
that?
Fate.
Why did you say that?
You spoke it into existence. Now it's gonna happen.
Tochemay is laughing.
All right. Let's get started. It is another.
If you don't give me something to do, I'll have to amuse myself.
magnanimous
And no one
dispensation.
wants that.
Kerr says perfect. Timber_tyrants_Templar tipped $110. Make up your mind equals 3.
Timber! Thank you so much for that tip. The tip goal has been fully completed.
What heresy is this?
By someone other than Tochemay.
What heresy is this? Timber, thank you very much. We super appreciate it. You literally pay our rent and bills. What heresy is this? I'm not used to this. Okay. Number 3. Entrance number 3. Let me see my list real quick. Hang on. Yes, I made a list of possible openings for this game.
We are aware.
Number 3. Okay. Gotcha. Everyone, I just want you to be aware, this was Timber's doing, not mine.
Oh.
Do we have to deal with Wolvens?
No, just letting you guys know.
Okay.
Ahead of time.
Donation goal.
All right, so it is another quaint, quiet day in the realm or the region of Zelo. A fairly peaceful day in the small little village of. Let's see. Sorry, got my list. Still getting used to names and everything and memorizing it.
How do you spell that region?
Zelo. Zelo.
Okay.
Yes, this is the region that you guys all live in. Where's my thingy things? Where are my thingy things? Who stole my thingy things?
They were tasty.
Why did you eat my thingy things? I need my thingy things.
I was hungry. You didn't feed us.
You didn't feed their cuties.
Fair.
Your babies were going hungry. They had to eat.
So on the little village of Hilltop is the name of your guys' village. It is a quaint, fairly quiet little location, a village based off. I can talk. I swear I can. It is a little village built basically near the side of a mountain. One of the only paths through the mountain goes through the village, and that is on the west side. On the east side, you have a nice little forest that leads to a river, a lake, and where another village is further downstream to the southeast. Your guys' hilltop is a fairly bustling little community, though. A very nice, decent place to live for the most part. Fairly peaceful. No one here usually causes too much trouble because it's such an important trade route for the area.
The
It has
overly
a
descriptive card has been played.
You're the one who played it.
So?
The village is about 100 residents, give or take. It's fairly large by Pokemon standards. 100 people is quite a few for the most part. The head of the village is a Blastoise. He's one of the most notable residents here in the in the area. He's also considered to be one of the strongest in the general vicinity, though there are other Pokemon that sometimes fight for that title. As we talked about before, there is a daily or a yearly festival that goes on where on the top of the mountain lies another village. And in that village, a Rhyhorn runs things. And every year, without fail, he comes down, challenges the Blastoise, as well as the leader of the river village, a Gyarados, to combat. And winner gets to be leader of all of the villages. He has yet to win over the last 10 years. He has tried every single time, to the point now where it has become more of a festival of entertainment, where everyone gets the day off, they get food, and just get to have a good time, and watch some Pokemon battles go on, basically. And that date is approaching again.
Quick question.
Everyone, yes.
Who typically wins between the Blastoise and the Gyarados?
They don't really tend to fight with each other after they take down the Rhydon. They're more doing it just to see who can beat him faster. When they do fight, they tend to be pretty close to each other, though it's usually more like 60-40 in the Gyarados' favor. It really depends on if he takes it seriously enough to unleash Hyper Beam Hell on everything around him. He doesn't tend to do that, though, just not wanting to break everything. The Blastoise has never taken on a Mega Form. At least not in front of anyone here in the in this competition. That doesn't mean he can't. He's just never done so. Mostly because for them this is just good fun. This is just like entertainment for everybody. A chance for the villages to kind of get together with each other and more or less just kind of have fun. Is basically how it is. But yes, the festival is coming up in about 2 days' time, give or take. Everyone is currently hard at work getting ready for everything. And there's just very much an air of enjoyment and excitement building.
What are their names? The Blastoise, the Gyarados, and the Rhydon.
I have that written out. Let me find my names, please.
FYI, Foxfiend, if you're keeping detailed notes, I will eventually have a World Anvil set up for this campaign, which will hopefully help us all keep better notes.
Nice.
One moment. Looking for my notes.
Keeping detailed notes? What are you talking about? Nonsense.
Alright.
You've been hearing the clack in my keyboard, haven't you?
I
I thought that wasn't coming over the mic.
I'm
Why didn't
old
they even
school.
tell me?
I write all my notes.
Alright, but for real, the clacking in my keyboard has not been coming over the mic,
Correct.
has it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Alright, the Blastoise's name is Haren, is what he goes by.
Aaron?
Yes.
Alright.
The Gyarados' name is Kuru.
Do spell
And-
those out, please, just to make sure.
Haren, Harrin. Gyarados is Kuru, Kuru. And where's my note for you? You are down here. And the Rhydon is named Dalrith. He is the most hard-headed one and stubborn
Definitely
one.
spell that out.
Dalrith.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, continue.
Okay. The village is very, very just like you can see everyone is just like getting ready. They're setting up little streamers. They are setting up stands to sell stuff to the visitors that are going to be coming. Everyone's probably going to start coming tomorrow, most likely. Usually everyone starts kind of streaming in the day before. And there's not technically anything going on, but basically the night before the festival, there's basically another festival.
What season is this?
It is late spring, almost summer. In our terms, it would be like April or May.
Okay. Late spring.
Yeah, very late spring. Let's see. Brain, please, brain. Cobalt?
Alright. Where am I, like, currently right now?
Well, right now with you, this is like the biggest time of the season for you guys. Like, this is probably the biggest sort of competition in your area.
Okay.
While the crown jewel of the festival is the leaders battle, there are other battles that go on. There's a tournament that's set up for everyone to compete in who wants to. There's a whole big fighting ring set up
All right.
just for you guys to compete in, for everyone to be able to watch.
Okay.
So this is your guys' Christmas here.
Have I already signed up for this competition or not?
Would you want to sign up?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you would have been totally allowed to sign up. Everyone would have, basically everyone who's in this is signed up for it, because it's like, win or lose, this is like the biggest time of the year. This is like the biggest tournament. Everyone wants to just have a big fun time, and hey, there's usually a prize to the winner, and it's different every year.
Okay.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Hyper Beam!
Okay. I'm assuming there's like bleachers and stuff like that, or like around like this little fighting arena.
People are setting them up right now. This is
Okay.
going to be like they're basically setting this up in the village square, and it's going to be a much bigger and nicer ring than the one you guys fight in.
Okay.
Your guys' normal ring is inside of a building, and it is run by a Hitmonlee.
Okay.
He's the head fighter here.
And Stanley died again.
Oh no, damn it, Stanley. Why'd you keep dying? Alright. What I'm gonna be doing is at this point in the day, I am just focusing on training, and right now I wouldn't say I'm actually like in a nice secluded spot, shadow boxing. Just like getting myself psyched up for this.
Yeah, everyone's more or less kind of come and gone. If someone wants help training, everyone's more than willing to kind of help out and train with each other. But for the most part, everyone's just kind of training on their own to get those last few moves figured out or to figure out any surprises that other people won't know.
Shale's probably at the first aid booth, helping assist.
Yep, they do have a first aid. Basically, the doctor's office is fully ready. They've already set up a tent for everything ready to go. And yeah, Shale, you'd probably be there helping get everything set up.
Yeah, gonna be a busy day.
Yeah.
The head doctor is actually a haunter, surprisingly.
Ooh.
Find my notes real quick.
Yes, he provides both health care and death care.
A hunter named...
His name is Jal. Jal.
Alright.
And the Hitmonlee's name is Alrith. Jal's been the doctor for a while now. No one's quite really sure how long he has been, and no one's really willing to ask. No one's sure if he was possibly a different Pokemon beforehand, and then he died and became evolved into a hunter eventually. So they're just kind of going with it, you know. He's good at his job, so no one really questions it. Jal takes his job pretty seriously. And he is very serious when it comes to medicine and making sure everyone is taken care of. Outside of his job, though, he tends to be pretty relaxed and just nonsensical. He is considered to be one of the stronger Pokemon in the village, but he really doesn't give a shit about that. He just kind of does his job. And Kin, what would you be up to in the lead up for our fun little festival time?
Alright. In the lead up to it, assuming I'm not needed for helping set up anything more, like the medic tent, I'd be going and talking with with all the fascinating merchants that are coming into town.
Yes. There haven't been too many merchants yet who have arrived. Most of them are probably going to be arriving tomorrow.
Alright.
You have heard, though, there is a caravan coming. One from over the mountains, actually. And everyone is very, very excited to see that, because usually they don't have a full caravan coming right before the festival is set. So...
Wait, over the mountains, plural, as in farther away from our two closest neighbors?
Basically, they're going to have to come through that, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to be coming through Dalris village.
Okay. In which case, if there's not a lot of merchants, then I'm either gathering more materials, or I am helping make sure the medical tent is organized and ready to receive people as needed.
Question for you, Kin.
Yes.
Would you have been opposed to being oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Shanghaied into helping someone.
Opposed to it? I'm not particularly. Shanghaied. Isn't that when you leave someone?
Voluntold.
Yeah,
Voluntold.
voluntold.
Okay. No. I would usually be in good spirit about it, especially if it's someone I knew and trusted.
So there is a very large inn that the town runs because they
Right.
can get so many travelers sometimes. And the owner of said inn is a Kingish Khan by the name of Marie is her name. And she is very much making sure everything is ready for the biggest time of year for her.
And what was her name again?
Marie.
Marie. All right. I imagine I would probably have a good relationship with Marie.
Probably, considering like all the merchants tend to stay at her inn.
Yeah. All right. What is Marie needing? Actually, Marie, what are you needing today?
Well, let's see. What do I not need today? We have meals that still need to get made. We have to make sure this pigsty is cleaned up. The place is very, very much clean and almost immaculate. And she kind of looks at some of the Pokemon around who are her assistants. And they just go back to cleaning even faster.
Hey. All right, where do you need me?
Can you head upstairs and check some of the rooms, make sure that everything is ready for our guests who are coming in tomorrow? We have a big caravan coming in, and I do not want it told that my inn is not the talk of the area.
Sure thing, Marie. I'm sure your workers have done an excellent job knowing how you keep house, but I will go and double check things for you.
For the record, everyone is absolutely terrified of Maria. She tends to be very sweet and motherly, and anyone who picks on anyone else in front of her is liable to get seismic slammed into the earth. But when it comes to making sure everything runs like clockwork, if anyone screws things up without a good reason, let's just say for the record, Perrin is very careful not to do anything in front of her that might anger her.
All right. But it also sounds like if you are under her protection and care, you are going to be absolutely safe.
Basically, everyone has agreed there should never ever be any trouble at Marie's shop at her inn. And if any trouble does happen, it should be taken outside and preferably out into the forest out of town, just to be on the safe side.
All right. But yeah, of course, Marie. I would love to go and double check those for you.
Wonderful. Come on, everyone. We need to move. I still have a shopping trip to do. I have to make sure everything is set up. We have to get the all the banners set up inside here. There's just so much to do still. Thank you so much, though, Ken. I'm going to be heading to the market and make sure these whippersnappers do not decide to slack off.
All right. Will do. All right, y'all heard her.
I swear, she works us like slaves. Yeah? Well, you want a place to sleep and food to eat, right? Says a Charmander to a Squirtle.
Is that dissent I'm hearing, or more encouragement?
We're working! Don't tell her! Let's go. So, Shale, you're setting up the medical tent right now. Everything's pretty nice.
If I may.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Once Marie is out of the tavern and out of earshot, I let everyone know that they're doing a great job. To keep up the good work. and and relax the atmosphere just a little bit, but still making sure that everything stays running immaculate.
Yes, one of the reasons that Heron lets Marie run the tavern is because she is basically the town mom. Nothing happens without her finding out about it, and woe be unto you if you are a troublemaker or causing havoc or issues in town.
Oh, I get a visit from Woe if I do that? Okay.
So Shale, we have you setting up the medical tent right now with your boss. You can see the ring is currently being constructed by actually one of the visitors in Onyx has come down from the mountains. He's basically where is my namey names? He's basically Dalris, like second in command. He helps keep things running, and he's also in charge of like building stuff and construction for the village up in the mountains. His name is RAOW, RAIO.
Okay.
And he is basically hard at work digging up the ring, setting it up, getting like little rocks put in place that have been cut to size. Like, he's taking his job very seriously, wanting to make sure the arena that he is building is absolutely perfect.
Of course. He'll admire him slightly,
If
but
you
he'll
don't
mostly
give me
focus.
something to do, I'll have to amuse myself, and no one wants that.
Kerr says
Okay.
perfect.
Shale will admire it a little, but will mostly focus on getting the first aid tent up. Checking with Jarl just in case something is he screwed up something and needs to correct it. And mostly prepping before stuff prepping because he knows once stuff is going, he's probably going to have some ornery idiots that are like, "Oh, I'm fine."
You are not fine. You have third-degree burns. Sit down and let us treat you.
Yes.
Shale, as you are making sure and just running through your prep, the tent flaps for the medical tent whoop open in dramatic style as a Guadavar walks in as though they own the place. Hello, darling. So delightful to see you.
Kerr,
Yes.
for the record, I played that card because you said it.
I know.
Okay.
You made your bed. Lie in it now.
Oh, I'm not having to lie in this bed. That's all Shale.
Hello, darling. How goes things for our grand festival?
Good. May I help you?
Oh, no need, darling. I am simply here making sure that everything shall be absolutely perfect for our festival. I had to simply just drop in, you know how it is, darling.
Does Shale know this crowd of any?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, yes.
Retroactively.
This is Domino, basically like the town planner, the one who makes sure that everything goes off without a hitch.
Stuff's
We
good.
can never
Should
skip
be
him.
ready to go by fight time, no problem. Right, Charles? We're in good shape.
Yes, we totally are. We have no need for you to be here, Domino. Go ahead. And I think someone needs you. Yes, you should perhaps go to the inn. Oh, don't worry, darling. I'll be going there shortly. I just simply wanted to check in with all of you. Isn't that right, little Shale?
Sure, that's nice of you.
Oh, I love you too, darling. Don't worry. And if you need anything, make sure you let me know.
Will do.
Now, oh my, Ryo, no, you cannot use that color out there. No, darling, no. That's simply going to clash against our dear Heron's shell. We need a different color, darling. As he goes marching out towards the onyx, whose tail suddenly is buried about, 3 feet into the earth for some reason.
Anyway, just calmly gets back to working on the tent.
In feels a shiver go down his spine.
Jal just looks over at Shale. Well, that's one hyper beam we dodged.
Yeah. Or yeah, probably what they'd be using, knowing what you are. I don't really feel much for the end if the Domino was angry.
I don't want to see Domino and Marie get into a fight.
Oh gosh, no.
I don't know if our village could handle it.
Probably could, but there'll be I expect Heron would have to get involved and it'd be a heck of a mess to rebuild.
I'm not sure if Heron would get involved. There was one time about 3 decades ago where Domino showed up, and I swear to God, I just saw Heron turn around and walk the other direction.
Oh. Okay, that is noted. Oh boy.
And flash over to Midnight.
Howdy.
What would Midnight be up to right now?
Midnight just be kind of chilling, helping out wherever he can lend a paw.
You'd probably get just roped in setting up the decorations, helping to move some of the food and stuff, getting ready, constructing some of the little tents and stalls and such for the festival that's coming up. Pretty simple, easy, light work.
Just the way I like it. And Midnight will be ever observant, as always, while he works.
Go ahead.
Just taking in any tidbits of information as he listens in on the people that on the Pokemon that
No, darlings, that can't go up there. Now you need to move that, turn it 90 degrees, and set it over on the right side over there. Otherwise, you're going to be blocking the main path for the larger Pokemon. How do you expect a Gyarados to slip through that gap, darlings? I mean, seriously. Did you not think before you made this? Yes, it is very nice, though. You did a very good job there. But you need to move it, darlings, or we're not going to have enough space for everybody.
Midnight kind of rolls his eyes a little bit, but does as he's told.
Darlings.
Real quick.
Yes?
Real quick, slight interruption. I have updated the tip goal. It is Mirai's birthday this weekend, so I have changed it. Any tips that go towards that will be a present that I send along to them.
Nice.
And if you want to grab them art, I know that they would love some art, so I did post refs in the Discord and the Creator News channel. Carry on.
Yes, there is very much some grumbling from some of the workers as well, but none dare to go against the Domino because, well, it's not worth it. It's not worth the fights.
Yeah.
No one wants to face the ego the size of a small planetoid.
Midnight even knows better. Just he keeps his distance from Domino.
Sent him right at me.
Just smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave. And Hunter, what are you up to?
Hunter is currently hiding in an alley somewhere, observing everything, kind of just trying to make himself as small as possible so he doesn't get noticed. This time he's purposely letting his hat cover over a lot of his face and such.
Okay. What are you trying to observe and watch?
Nothing in particular. He's just kind of watching everything, but he does not... there's a lot of people. There's a lot of stuff bustling around. It's a little intimidating.
Oh, he's shy.
Precious. Very precious.
Absolutely precious.
There are heavy footsteps behind you, Hunter. Now, darling, what do you think you're doing out here by yourself, Why are you hiding away? It is the voice of Marie. The Kangish Khan has her hands on her hips as she is looking down at you, Hunter.
He lets out a yelp and tries to back his way further under what he's hiding under.
Hunter, darling, I know you're there still, sweetie.
No, I'm not. I'm not here.
I saw you crawl under there.
There's no one here.
I see. There's no one here, Doc. There's no one here, sweetie. Well, would you like a berry?
There's a little shuffle, and the brim of his hat pokes out from under the thing he's hiding under.
Said Kangish Khan pulls out a berry from her pouch and kind of rolls it over to you.
I forget, did I give this? No, it was telepathy that they get by default. I need telekinesis fast. Then again, basically any psychic move apparently means that they've got telekinesis anyways in the anime.
Yeah. I mean, like, for little things like this, I will allow you to be able to do it.
Oh, well, in that case, he's just going to make it float up and in. And there's munching noises coming from underneath.
Now, Hunter, you know what's coming, right? The big festival?
Yes, I'll just watch here. It's fine. Wait,
Sweetie.
no, nobody's under here.
I know there's no one under there. It's okay. But, sweetie, don't you want to try all the tasty food?
It would be... Food is good.
Yes. And no one will pick on you or bother you, I promise. As she kind of kneels down. You know, I could use a lot of help with my shopping, and I think you have a real good nose. I could give you a hiding spot.
Oh, okay.
As she lifts up the box Hunter hid under, and then gently reaches in to pick him up, and then just slides him into her pouch.
There's
With
only...
Hunter's-
only his hat is visible above the top of the pouch. But there's a little slit that he can see through.
And um, her little baby just reaches over and pats the top of your hat.
Oh.
All right, darling. We're heading to the market now, and it would be a real big help if you could help me point to the freshest berries and the tastiest food that you see, okay?
Okay.
And for all your help, how about you stay at the inn tonight, and we'll get you something nice.
Okay. If you're sure.
Of course. And perhaps tomorrow, when everything is bustling and going, you can stay here and help me out with all the visitors.
There's just a yelp from the pouch.
You can stay right here, and you can just keep an eye on them, make sure no one's being sneaky and like.
I can do that.
So I just want to state real quick for the record. Hunter, Marie has formally filed adoption papers. You do not have a choice in the matter.
Oh no.
Marie has basically said in my head, this is mine now. This is my baby. If anyone fucks with this baby, I'm going to seismic slam them into the earth until they stop moving.
Oh.
Do you want to see what a hyper punch looks like? Because you're about to see what a hyper punch looks like.
Duly noted.
Wait, that's not even a move. I will make it a move. And once you are safely situated within the pouch and settled in, she begins to head off to the market that's currently being set up. Because everything's being moved over from the normal market to the bustling, larger, and temporary stalls. That way, everyone can just go to one area, and it makes everything easier. And now, last but not least, Brussel.
Check.
Hmm?
1 second. Audio issues.
No worries.
Fine.
Welcome to the Boop Sound Population U.
Yep, I can only hear people on the stream right now for some reason.
No!
Weird.
Ah, shoot.
Oh no.
Dang.
Possibly need to reset your computer? I know that's what I had to do one time when Discord did that to me.
I can try.
Do not try. Do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Technical difficulties. We'll be right back.
But yes, so while we're waiting for him to return, Hunter is sweet baby who must be protected. Shale is sweet baby. Kin is sweet baby. Midnight is sweet baby. And Cobalt is adorable baby.
Rar.
Cobalt is fierce
cute,
baby. Fierce baby.
Fiercely cute.
I'll accept that one as well.
If Ken figures out that Jal was the one who sent Domino towards the end, no, Kim wouldn't be able to say anything about it. Frick. But there's gonna be some feelings felt.
How could this happen to me?
Yeah.
Yes.
How
I mean,
could
to me,
this happen
to me, the reaction isn't going to
I've
probably
made my
be Ken. It will
mistake.
probably be Marie, but Marie getting hoity-toity.
Domino is so good at his job that everyone tolerates him because he's that good at his job. No one likes him, though.
Fair.
Domino has never realized this either.
Oh, I'm sure that Domino believes everyone loves him.
But darlings, I'm simply as perfect as anyone could possibly be. Just look at
No
my
one said the
city
key
structure.
word.
It was implied, darling. Oh God. So now Domino is a citizen of this village. I hope you're happy with yourselves.
I knew it was just a matter of time.
Yeah, we'll never escape Domino ever.
No, you'll never escape Domino.
No.
I still feel
Domino
like
is-
I still feel like Domino fits better as a Mr. Mime.
So fun fact, you guys don't know this because he's only ever used this form. Domino's actually a Ditto in this world.
That actually makes sense.
Awesome.
Please tell me that even as a Gardevoir, he has the Ditto face.
Yes.
It is canon that that's how Ditto.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Did you know that the Ditto face came from a Ditto that was actually failing to transform correctly?
I do know that. However, they've made it canon that that is how it works. Because even with Detective Pikachu, that is still, the Ditto still had the Ditto face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
And you cannot tell me that that Ditto was failing at anything, because that one was badass as hell.
Yeah, no one says anything. He's a Gardevoir. He's a Gardevoir.
To be fair, how many of us have seen another Gardevoir?
This is true.
For all we know, that's how all Gardevoir look.
And I think I've got it fixed.
Yay!
Yay! Woot!
Yay.
We were just talking about Domino.
That
Okay.
does present an interesting question, though. What is the variety of Pokemon that's native to the area?
You have a lot of water types over at the River Village. A lot of different types here because a lot of ground types, rock types, because of the base of the mountain and such. But this is also a fairly large trade village, so there's a lot of Pokemon who just kind of stop here and just choose to live here. So
Makes
Hilltop
sense.
isn't necessarily like the best like choice when it comes to Pokemon. You sort of have like all different breeds and types here.
We have a larger variety than normal.
Mm-hmm.
And for what Brussel would be doing is checking in on some of the smaller, weaker Pokemon to make sure that they're doing okay for the festival.
Tochemay, please stop breaking my boyfriend.
Yes, oh baby. Yes. Many of the smaller, weaker Pokemon are currently hard at work right now, setting everything up. They're mostly relegated to like the support tasks, like holding stuff in place as it's hammered in, or helping to move some of like the wood and such to construct the temporary stalls and such. But all of them are doing pretty well. They would welcome any help that you offer. And otherwise, everyone seems to be doing pretty well, pretty good. No real issues, at least, that you can say. Oh, hi, Domino! As you see Domino, basically complaining as he was around midnight. You see that whole shebang going on.
Don't worry, Domino. Everything's going to turn out okay.
But of course it will, darling. After all, with my masterful and perfect planning, so long as everyone plays the roles that I have devised, we shall have the most perfect festival that has ever been done, at least until next year, darling.
Well, it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be entertaining.
Domino.exe has stopped working. Please read Domino.exe.
Oh my gosh! Brussel broke Domino! What the frick?
Now, darling, we are going to be wooing the other villages. We have travelers who are going to be stopping to see our show. Everything must be absolutely perfect for this. We have only one chance to make a good impression after all, darling.
But what if they want to make a good impression?
Brussel just dropping bombshells, what the frick?
Well, of course, as guests, I would hope that they would make good impressions, darling.
You can't account for every mistake that happens.
But darling, yes I can. I simply have to foresee what might possibly happen, and then ensure that it doesn't happen.
Plenty of things that could change on the way to the future.
This is true, darling, but I'm quite good at my planning skills, as he gives Brussel a little head pat. Now, darling, you keep working. I have... Let's see. Oh, yes. I need to make my way over to the inn, darling. Now, you make sure that everything gets taken care of.
I'll try.
And he will just sashay off dramatically. Hey, Kin.
Yeah?
You feel a shudder go down your spine. You can feel something is wrong.
Something wicked this way comes.
I lean to the nearest staff. Something's going on. Something's happening. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. If something does happen, make sure to let everyone else know to stay out of the way and to keep taking care of business. I will try to handle it. But something's coming this way.
The squirrel looks at you. Come on, Kin. Aren't you just playing it up a little bit more? What's the worst that could happen here? At that moment, the door bursts open dramatically. Hello, darlings. How are everything here? I have come to ensure there is absolute perfection here at our dear, dear inn.
As I was saying, go on, shoot. You go ahead and go make sure things.
He's already
take care of.
gone.
Yeah. Why, hello, Domino. Good to see you. How are you doing today?
Kin, darling, what are you doing here? I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Marie asked for a little bit of help, and so I'm helping make sure things are absolutely perfect, spotless, and wonderful for the guests that'll be staying here, alright? Everything is under control.
Are you sure, darling? Leaving someone as small as you to take care of things, it feels a little...
I've got this, alright? I've got this.
Now, darling, really, I'm more than willing to help you here.
No, I'm doing great. I'm sure you're needed in other places, and besides, you know how Marie runs house. If if I'm not making sure everything's perfect, Marie will definitely have made sure everything's perfect. Once she's gone back, you know everything's taken care of here.
Well, maybe I should just double check everything, darling. You know, extra eyes and all that.
I mean, that is fair. That is understandable. Wanting extra eyes, but I am certain that there are other places that need the extra eyes more than here. Again, you know how Marie runs house.
As you
A
say
storm
that,
card has been played.
okay. As you say that, Kin, there is the sound of the door that had shut behind Domino opening up again, and footsteps. Kin, sweetie, what's this?
Oh, this is Marie, right?
Yep.
Hey, Marie, good to see you. You back from shopping already?
Yes, as she's holding a bag of berries and other goods.
Awesome. Everything's going great. I double checked those bedrooms like you asked. They are spotless.
The hat
Domino-
in the pouch just disappears into the pouch deeper.
Domino here was just offering to their wonderful pair of eyes to on the project here and wanting to help out. I was just letting him know that we've got everything under control.
Domino opens his mouth to speak before one of Marie's hands just launches out, grabs him, and proceeds to yeet him out of her inn.
Yes.
Thank you. I do not know how much longer I could have kept that act up.
As she
Jeez.
pushes the door shut. Yeah, he ain't welcome here. Hunter, sweetie, it's okay. The bad man is gone. He won't hurt you.
The hat slowly pushes up out of the pouch slightly.
Oh, hello, Hunter. How has your day been?
Hi. I miss my box.
I see lovely Miss Marie here picked you up. Did you help her out at the market today?
The hat does a wobbly nod, almost falling out of the pouch before being grabbed at the last second.
I'm sure you did a wonderful job. And Ken gives the hat a little pat, and before turning back to Marie, is there anything else you needed me for?
You're gonna shake her head. Nothing right now.
All right. If you do find you need anything, feel free to let me know. I'll be right here I'll be back to help you as soon as I can.
She'll nod. Thank you for all the help you did.
Hey, no problem. And I even managed to keep Domino from bugging the employees for a few moments. Actually, Domino's out there. Do you mind if I help out a little bit longer here?
She'll nod. Of course, darling. How about I get some
All
food? We
right.
can have some dinner later.
Sounds great.
Hunter, sweetie, would you like to help me cook?
Sure. Yeah, I can do that.
She'll nod. To the kitchen it is then. And let's see. Brussel.
Mm-hmm.
You are getting one of the messengers for Heron has been sent to you, and he has asked you to report to the to the guild house.
And off I go.
Cobalt and Midnight, you both have also gotten a similar messenger here.
Okay.
On my way.
Fine.
And as you guys make it to the guild house, you guys are led back to Karen's office that he has. And the Blastoise is currently sitting down, kind of relaxing a bit as he looks at you guys as you come in and nods. Brussel, Cobalt, Midnight, I have a job for you three.
Ready to serve, boss.
I'm a little annoyed this is interrupting my training, but whatever. Let's go. What do you have for us?
Wasn't sure if Brussel was going to say anything or not.
Don't worry, there'll be time to train later.
Nothing complicated or difficult. I just want you guys to take a quick once over around the village perimeter, head out to the forest a little bit, just kind of take a look at the nearby area. Don't go too far though from the village. Just a quick once over for security, is it? There shouldn't be anything there, but
Roger. Will do.
it shouldn't take more than an hour, give or take. And once you guys do, just come on back. Let me know if you see outside anything.
Gotcha.
Don't worry, Cobalt. A little cardio won't hurt.
The sooner we start, the sooner you can get back to training.
At this point, I just probably want to go to the juice bar. Like after this, honestly.
And Cobalt, I expect great things from you from the tournament.
Of course, I'm gonna be the best fighter in the world. You'll see.
Good.
Old man Blastoise better not lose in this fight, though. He's only allowed to lose to me.
Oh, please. You really think that Dalrith or Crew are going to beat me?
All my money's on you, sir.
Wise of you.
Well, I can't make a Well, I can't say that both of you can't lose because I gotta beat both of you.
Alright, off with you three. Just check around and then come back and let me know. I don't anticipate anything, but better safe than sorry.
Aye, aye.
As you will.
You guys head off then?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, off you go, off you go, off you go, 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 go. Oh. And let's see. Let's have a roll here. So give me a second. Do 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 do. This would probably be a mind plus adventure plus perception roll.
All right.
Because you guys are looking for someone.
You say mind, perception, and what now?
Mind, perception, and adventure.
All right.
Wow, I have 1 dice.
Same.
D10. It'll be a D10.
And make one reroll Brussel because you rolled crit.
Yep. Roll the 10, Brussel.
Okay.
Nice.
I did absolutely terrible.
At least it wasn't a botch.
That's right.
So, Cobalt, Midnight, you guys are like, okay, yeah, this is just like make work, trying to feel useful, feel good about yourselves, just jobs for the newbies, so to speak, just
Mm-hmm.
nice self-esteem work.
Going through the motions.
Mm-hmm. You're not really like super serious about it. It's like this is like right by the village. Why would you expect anything here? But Brussel, you are going 150% here. You're throwing your all into this, keeping watch, looking around. Like this is the most serious of serious work to you. The guild leader himself gave you this job.
Of course, we don't want anything to go wrong for the festival.
Baby. Sweet, sweet, sweet baby. And you, Brussel, find tracks leading into the forest.
Guys, found some tracks over here.
Eh.
Oh. I turn and look over at Brussel. It's like, oh, okay. Let's see where these go, I guess.
Yeah, let's might as well check it out at least.
These are fairly large prints.
Mm.
Probably from a larger Pokemon from the look of it. But as you guys make your way into the forest, it looks like the tracks suddenly get much, much smaller. Like they go from fairly large size, like maybe like the size of like a Blastoise or a Charizard, down to more like the size of like Brussel's or Cobalt's paw. And it's not just like it's not like there's another Pokemon that started walking here. It literally you have one step giant, and then the next step is tiny.
Hmm.
That is odd.
Pretty big prints.
Followed by very small prints.
Yeah. Well, no sense in just sitting around. Let's go follow them.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, unless someone wants to go back to the village as a safety precaution, one can warn the village elder about this.
You want to go back, Brussel, while me and Cobalt check this out?
No, I might as well go with you guys.
So as you guys follow the tracks, you begin to hear, thanks to Brussels' hearing, you guys can hear the sounds of like a very heavy panting. Like someone is... Cobalt, when you listen for it after Brussels points it out, because he rolled so well, you would be able to basically identify it as this sounds like the same sort of exertion you hear at the gym after someone basically worked their bodies to the very brink and are basically about ready to just kind of pass out.
Okay. I look at Brussel and Midnight and go, well, sounds like someone's near their limit.
Well, we better go find out who it is and what the heck is going on.
Might as well.
Yeah, see how we can help.
That
And
too.
as you guys make your way forward, do you guys try to be stealthy or do you just kind of just go forward?
I'm gonna be a little stealthy.
I'm gonna try to be stealthy.
Try to be stealthy.
For the record, stealth is under subterfuge.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's have a body plus. Body plus cunning plus subterfuge roll.
Okay.
By the way, quick note. We are looking for 2 more expertises. We haven't come up with them yet. So if anybody comes up with anything, please let us know.
Alright, let's see.
Also, for those that are new to this group, Merl and Kenku, with this, when you make a roll, you want to add up your successes and type in the chat like they did there.
Oh, okay.
Ideally, use the skill rather than the, Tochemay body. You shouldn't just do body.
If you just say subterfuge, I'll know.
Yeah, you ideally do like subterfuge and then equals and whatever your successes were. Remember, a 7 and up is a success, 10 counts as 2, 1 minus 1, and yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10 are successes, so Tochemay, Brussel, you start to move forward, and right as your paw is about to slam down on a stick, both Cobalt and Midnight reach out and are able to stop you in time and gently guide you around so that you don't make any noise.
A generous bestowal.
Fox Fiend RG tipped $10. Tip for me, Rye. Thank you for your amazing art.
Thank you for that tip, Fox Fiend. I will absolutely pass that along to them.
I'm not as quiet as you two on 2 feet.
It's okay.
And thanks to them, though, you guys are able to make your way over towards the sound, and you see what looks to be a Cyndaquil, kind of just flopped out on the ground, panting. And right beside him looks to be a gemstone. It is a deep blue, vivid stone. It almost seems to be glowing with its own inner light, but the light has dimmed heavily.
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
Corbin Pro tipped $5. Happy birthday for all the hard work.
So what do you think we should do? I mean, they obviously need help, but how do we go about it?
I can cause a distraction.
Cobalt, you grab the gem. We'll carry the Cyndaquil back to the healers.
Alright.
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you so much for that, Corbin. I know that they will be very grateful.
No, Brian, we don't use the character sheets in the tabletop.
Alright. So I'm gonna rush out and grab the gemstone as fast as I can. If whatever knocked out that circle is probably still around, so I'll get his attention. You two just sneak and grab the Cyndaquil while whatever's out there I have busy. Okay.
Okay, be careful.
All right. And at that point, I'm like getting into like a sprinter's like stance, and about ready to run.
Okay. So let's see. Let's have a body cunning plus, let's see, athletics roll.
All right. Got to.
All right. So you're going for the stone, yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So then, thinking real quick. Cobalt, you fire forward like a bullet, and the Cobalt's like ears twitch, and he lifts his head up.
Cyndaquil?
Yeah.
Yes. And he turns towards you as he sees you coming, and he lets out a squeak as he just like quickly tries to get to his feet and reach out for the stone. But he's a little bit too slow. You can see he's just kind of very sluggish and tired.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not quite able to keep a grip on it. He starts to lift it up, and you can see the stone start glowing a bit brighter as his paws lifted up. But he's not able to keep a good grip on it before Cobalt, you just basically just slam past him, your paws grabbing the stone and just ripping it out of his hands. And the moment you do that, Cobalt, like you see him start to panic. Like you see a look of fear come over his face. And he starts looking around frantically. Dal, get me out of here! Dal, help! Dal! And he just starts yelling at the top of his lungs that as Brussel and Midnight start making their way over, much slower because they're trying to stay hidden. As he's yelling that, and he's watching you, Cobalt, his eyes are on the stone you have. Before there is the sound of air being displaced as an Abra appears right beside him. The Abra glances around, his eyes closed, before he just kind of reaches out, sets a hand on the Cyndaquil, and a moment later they both teleport away right before Midnight and Brussel are able to reach them.
Yeah.
Well then.
Although you were able to see the look on the Abra's face was one that was very much not happy. And you feel a sense of warmth wash over you, and you feel like there's something like trying to push out into you, like a sense of warmth and power that's trying to get into you.
Okay.
And it's coming from the stone in your hands. Do you try to stop it?
No.
Okay. Cobalt, as you are holding the stone, you feel it's very appropriate. As the power washes through you, Cobalt, you feel stronger, faster, better, tougher, and your body begins to glow. As the stone's light dims and goes dark, as you turn into a Lucario.
Holy shit, first session, I'm already Lucario.
That explains the tracks. The Cyndaquil obviously was a Typhlosion due to the stone's influence, it seems.
Except it went backwards for him. The tracks were leading into the forest, not out.
Right,
Very intriguing.
Yeah. I'm just kind of in shock a little bit in my new form now, since I wasn't expecting to evolve from that. And I'm just looking at my paws.
Yeah, Cobalt, you feel like you could punch a tree and shatter it.
I'm gonna punch a tree.
It shatters. And just crashes down.
See, I told you cardio would be good for you.
I think this is more than just cardio. and I say this is a big grin.
Like, Cobalt, you feel like $1,000,000. You feel like you could fight a Blastoise and you could probably curb stomp him right now. Like, that, it might not be true, but that's like the giddiness, the energy you feel from this right now.
Oh god, this is gonna be such a good, if it hit just a few days, and my opponents are definitely not gonna expect this. I'm gonna be so good. I'm probably gonna win the whole tournament.
Question, is evolution against the tournament rules?
No. Evolution is part of a Pokemon. If you evolve mid-match, well, tough luck for your opponent.
Sucks to suck. Anyway, we should probably head back and inform of what we found out here.
And I go, yeah, might as well let them know that something was up with that Cyndaquil and that Abra.
I'm sure the boss is going to be pleasantly surprised at your new form, Cobalt.
No. Oh yeah, definitely.
And what was the name that the Cyndaquil kept saying?
He said RAOW.
Anyone recognize that name?
None of you would recognize that name, no.
I'm afraid not. It must be a new player in the game.
Oh well, we'll figure it out later.
I just feel like right now, Cobalt's just like, I want to fight someone. I want to fight someone. I want to see what I can do.
That's his default mood. I want to fight someone.
Patience. He can fight.
Cute.
And so you guys start on the way back then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Affirmative.
Who has the stone?
Cobalt.
I still have it. Yeah.
Okay, just checking. Okay. You guys will be able to make your way back to the very edge of the village. As you guys are just like reaching the village proper, though, getting into the outskirts. Hey, Cobalt.
Mm-hmm.
Cobalt. Give me 1 second because I'm just checking something real quick.
All right.
Dook, 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 dook. Ah, there it is. Just checking something. As you're making your way back into the village, Cobalt, your body begins to glow again,
Mm-hmm.
and you sort of just crumble to the ground as you change back into a Lucario, and your body feels like it has basically burned every calorie it has. Your muscles are screaming. You cannot move. You cannot. You feel like your entire body is on fire right now.
Ooh, okay. At this point, I'm just going like, I feel like I got hit by 100 boulders.
Oh my. Brussel, we might need to take Cobalt to the tent.
Detour to
tent.
medical.
Might be best not to touch that stone.
The stone is no longer glowing at the moment.
Okay, well then Midnight will grab the stone as we lug Cobalt to the medical tent.
Midnight, as you pick up the stone, you can feel like a little jolt. Like there's like a spark there, but you don't feel anything really else as you take hold of the stone.
I kinda twitch at the jolt, but just keep moving.
And you guys begin making your way out to the medical tent. And before long, Shale, you see Brussel and Midnight dragging Cobalt into the tent, and Cobalt looks like someone ran him over repeatedly.
Jesus. Or, 1 second. Yeah. Okay. This Cobalt, what the heck got you that worn down?
I don't know. I feel like I got ran over by a bunch of giraffe rigs.
Yeah, we'll look it over, see if there's anything you can do to help him right now outside of probably some food.
All right, let us have a mind plus logic plus, where is it? Medicine, please.
Zelo unfortunately gets distracted. I mean, doesn't places what he's doing that well at the moment.
Yeah, you're not sure like what's wrong with Cobalt. The only thing that you can really tell here, that's like obvious to you, is just pure exhaustion. Like Cobalt has basically worked his body into the ground and then worked it even further past that, and now it's like his body is on the edge of actually suffering like severe permanent damage if he doesn't rest.
I call over the hunter. I already had spacing on name.
Jal.
Zhao.
Zhao. Need you.
Yeah.
I think I need you over here.
Zhao is going to immediately fly over and kind of look Cobalt over and kind of like poke and prod at him.
Ow, 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 ow!
What did you do to yourself, Cobalt?
I didn't do a thing.
Well, obviously you've been training far too hard. Your body feels like it's about to just crash right now. You need food and rest immediately.
Okay, okay.
He's gonna look over at Shale. Watch over him. He can be a bit of a hardhead. Help him to the inn. I'm sure that Marie would be more than willing to give him as much food as he can possibly stuff into his mouth.
Of course. And Shale will carefully try to help Cobalt up and over.
Pain. Ow, 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 ow.
Ow, 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 ow!
Cobalt, you're suddenly feeling what the, you have a feeling you're feeling what that Cyndaquil was feeling. And Brussel, Midnight, do you follow Shale and Cobalt?
Yep.
I think one of us should at least inform what was his name? Heron
Blastoise?
about the Blastoise about what we saw out there. So Midnight will go do that while Brussel accompanies Cobalt to the inn.
Okay.
If that is acceptable.
That is totally acceptable with me.
Brussel.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
So, while you head off Midnight, Brussel and Shale, you guys both start taking Cobalt carefully to the inn, where Marie is currently hard at work baking, cooking, and crafting stews, soup, fried foods, and other sweet meals for everybody. And Kin, you are still there, as is Hunter.
Oh.
Once in shouting distance, Shale goes, "Hey Marie, we need a quick meal here for Cobalt. He kind of overdid it."
Dang. Overdid it is an understatement.
Yeah, as the door opens and Marie kind of turns around to see what's going on, she just looks. Cobalt, what did you do to yourself, sweetie?
I don't know!
The hat disappears into the pouch again.
Bring him over here, get him sit down. I'll get some trays here. Sweetie, you know better than to drive yourself into the dirt.
Kin starts taking a look over Cobalt as well and doing his own little mini checkup.
You could make a mind plus logic plus medicine roll.
Stone out in the forest.
Ooh. Yeah. So Kin ends up poking and prodding just a little too hard, and it hurts.
This
sorry,
was
sorry.
This is obviously the work of a tentacruel poison.
But they were in the forest.
Yes, it's obviously the work of a tentacruel poison, though.
That's
Welcome
I
to a
do
botch.
not.
So getting 0 is bad, but going into the negatives on your roll is even worse. It's a botch. So in this case, like, your character did so poorly on you did so poorly on the roll that your character is convinced that that is the case.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll for a recheck on that?
Willpower.
You do have a 1 free reroll.
Well, I mean, this is. Well, I meant I just as a recheck because I admit my roll was a bit ago, but
Nope,
Right.
not at the current moment.
Are you guys fine if I burn the reroll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll turn to the others and say, I assume Jal sent you guys here.
Okay, that's better.
Did Jal leave any instructions?
Just
Shale,
said.
Yeah, go ahead.
He just said bed rest and a meal.
All right.
Yeah, Shale, you're taking a chance to kind of examine Cobalt more now that things seem a little bit calmer, and you can see this is like acute exhaustion, like almost enough to like start causing like organ damage and such.
I think it's all right. I don't know how he got that bad, but I don't think it was poison. I just think he's hecka drained. I don't know how you trained that hard, Cobalt.
This would have taken like days of work with basically very little sleep, food, or water.
Which Shale would have seen him enough to know that he hasn't been doing that for the last few days. I'm guessing.
Possibly, yes.
Yeah.
As before long, there's like half a dozen plates set before you, Cobalt. Eat everything, and you aren't leaving here until you do.
Shale's blinking for a moment. Wait. How
How
the heck are you that tired? You weren't. You haven't been. You've been. As far as I know, you haven't been pushing it that hard.
I don't know. All I did was like me, Midnight, and Brussel. We went out to go patrol around the village to make sure everything was fine. We found some weird tracks that went. It was like big tracks, then it went to small tracks, and then we found a Cyndaquil just passed out, or nearly passed out, like in the middle of the forest. He was holding some kind of weird stone. I ran as fast as I could and grabbed the stone. Then an Abra showed up out of nowhere, teleports the Cyndaquil out, and then all of a sudden the stone starts glowing, and next thing you know, I'm a Lucario.
What?
But you're not a Lucario.
I know, but like trust me, I was, and I could punch trees and shatter them, and I felt like I was like the best shape of my life. Then once we start heading back to the village, all of a sudden I'm Riolu again, and I feel dead tired.
I see. I still have the stone?
Yeah.
Yeah, Midnight has it.
Oh, okay. I guess Heron will take a look at it.
It's probably best to let Heron decide what to do about this.
I guess.
Wow. I mean, if what you said is true, that
I saw it. It did happen.
that would make far more sense than tentacle poison.
I can't believe you actually thought I got poisoned by a tentacle. You think I was spraying out in the ocean?
Eh,
You never know.
heard
Someone could have applied the tentacle poison to a dart or something.
I've also heard of mushroom walkers.
What?
Mushroom walkers, thinking the cousins of them that walk around.
Doesn't make any sense. Whatever. I need to eat. I am hungry.
Yeah,
I'm
eat
really
up,
hungry.
eat up,
Go right ahead.
All right.
eat up, and get to bed.
Do I also have something to drink too?
Yes.
Okay, good. What flavor is it?
Just some milk.
Milk. What berry juice?
Yes, milk.
Marie is watching you and just staring at you like you are going to eat everything, and you are not moving from this spot until you do.
Well, I recommend you drink the milk instead of upsetting Marie. No one gets on the bad side of Marie.
I just pick up my fork and spoon. I just go, and then I start eating and drinking my milk.
It is delicious. Everything is made with just love and care down to the last detail.
Just be glad it's not a revive.
Go ahead.
I move next to Marie and whisper, "You added a little bit of honey to the milk, didn't you?"
That's a trade secret.
All right.
Hunter, sweetie, do you want to say hello to everybody?
There's a shaking in the pouch. Clearly a shaking of the head no.
Come on, sweetie, it's okay.
The hat pokes out of the pouch again. Still can't see anything other than that. Hello?
Shale just says fast. Hey there, Hunter.
The hat disappears back in.
She got a new baby.
If I wasn't so tired, I'd just jump in that pouch and drag him out.
No.
The bulge in the pouch moves even lower.
Oh, don't you try to crawl away from me, coward.
And places himself between Marie and Koa and it's like, yeah, I want to see you try getting up on your own.
Don't. Is that a bet?
Guys, stop. Cobalt, stop. Eat and get healthier. Healthy. Anyway, I gotta head back and go help. The weather's getting a bit bad. I think, at least.
I know you can't.
Yes, as you're doing this, it does look like a storm is starting to roll in here.
At that, Shale's going to turn and head back to the tent.
Marie, go ahead and get back to making sure everything is in order. I'll make sure Cobalt eats everything.
I'm just munching away my food, just well, angry eating because I'm mad.
I'll make sure he gets to a bed as well once he's done. You are going to be so comatose when you finish all that.
Better wake me for my fight.
That'll be entertaining. I'm not sure you'll be recovered by tomorrow.
No, don't say that.
I know. Best give you the best chance of being recovered as we can. Don't worry. I'll make sure you get one of the comfiest beds that are here.
And as you guys begin to do that, you guys can hear music.
Oh?
The festival starts.
You guys can hear music going on outside. It's very, very loud, but very loud but energetic and like warm and exciting. Like one is like going on an adventure.
Sounds like one of the villagers has just arrived. I guess it's our neighbor up on the mountain.
And Marie's gonna look at you guys. I'll take care of Cobalt here. Why don't you guys go see what's going on outside?
Alright, if you're sure, Marie. If you need anything, let me know.
As she says that, she's going to look at Hunter. Sweetie, can you be brave for me and go out and see what's going on so you can let me know?
There's some shuffling in the pouch before the hat pops out, followed by a head. The head pulls back in for a moment before a couple of shaky paws reach up to the edge of it, and he climbs out.
Come on, Hunter. Don't worry. If anything happens, I'll protect you.
Okay.
Give me just 1 second.
And off we go to midnight.
Shale at this point, I would gather, is probably already outside and probably seeing hearing the music.
Time to face the music.
Time to smell the roses and face the music, people.
As Hunter, I assume Hunter's staying close to Ken.
Hunter is going from one dark spot to the next and cover to cover.
Yes, everyone's kind of coming out to see what's going on. And you guys can see what looks to be cart after cart after cart being wheeled down from the mountains. And atop the first cart is a scyther, and around him, following him, are all different variety of Pokemon. Many of them playing different instruments, just like having a merry good time. You can see little pretty lights have been set up around on the carts themselves, basically giving them light to travel. And they don't seem bothered at all by the fact that there's a storm coming, as this either raises his two clawed arms. Hello, everyone from Hilltop. We're so glad to finally be here. We are one of the greatest trading caravans in all of Zelo, and we come bearing gifts for everybody. And as he says that, one of the carts is going to be pulled forward, and different Pokemon are going to start distributing little gifts. Like there's some food, little toys, and fun little objects for the younger Pokemon. Some actually like useful items like fishing rods and other basic tools that, while aren't that expensive, are just very, very useful.
Right.
Okay.
This is just a little bit of generosity for housing us and letting us trade our wares to you. And I hope this is our first time being here. But I really hope that this can be a start of a very valuable trade expedition for us to you.
Merl just continues on, hopping a bit to the music because that's probably a good tune, and heads for the tent. Unless somebody comes up and offering something, it probably just heads for the tent.
Yes, a little Houndour comes over to you with some rolls of what look to be like bandages and such.
Thank you very much. Skip, thanks to your host there, he says, and takes it happily.
You'll be needing this.
During this whole thing, I'm keeping an eye out on Hunter and making sure that he's all right.
The number of people around definitely makes him, it's obvious he is not super thrilled. But he's doing his best.
He is trying hard. Another Pokemon. This one is a Nidorino, comes over towards you, Hunter, and he offers a little ball to you.
He backs up under whatever he's hiding under more. Before sniffing at it curiously.
It's just a little ball. It's a multicolored, very nice looking, very well made ball.
He will accept it. And then hide back underneath again.
And Hunter was just captured. Do 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 do.
What kind of ball is it actually?
It's just a little toy ball.
Well, yes, but that is... You have no idea how little that narrows it down.
It's
could
a
be like
bouncy
a tennis ball. It could be... Okay, bouncy ball. There we go. That narrows it down. Anyways, you were going to say?
I didn't realize the ball was going to be so important.
Well, it is very important.
The ball is the linchpin to this whole story.
Yeah. There, I've added it to my sheet. Anyways, where were we?
Brain work. I'm trying to get my brain to catch up.
See, Cobalt's at the inn. Shale was returning to the tent. Me, Hunter, and Brussel were checking out what the commotion was, and Midnight was going and reporting to Marten.
All right. Yes, as you guys are making your ways to the different areas, you can hear the Scyther basically just shouting out welcomes to everyone that they hope they can find something that they need with their caravan, and that they're going to be here until the end of the festival. And I think if it's okay with you guys here, would it be okay
No.
if we... I was going to say if we stopped it a little bit early because I wanted to go over things with people, like how was the system with the few rolls we made, and what do you guys think of stuff so far? Plus, I need to get dinner before
More
the
RAOW.
next game.
I think Zim's having fun.
RAOW.
I want more. More RAOW.
Did
This is so
encourage
happy.
me to be quite naughty.
All right, so what? Are we supposed to cancel Exalted and then just take this up for all of Exalted's time slot with another
Yes.
donation goal?
Yes. No.
I second
No.
this notion.
And my brother sent me an image of an Italian Doug trio, which is just 3 cheese sticks and
I don't know how.
So
I don't
yeah.
know.
Let's keep going. We're doing a second session. Let's go.
you're gonna have to let Karama and Jaffer know.
They
And
get to
Brian.
cameo.
So as this whole procession is going, Kin goes ahead and finds one of the incoming merchants and starts chatting up, asking about where they've been, what they've encountered on the road, and the towns they've passed through, and getting more information on the outside world.
So, Brain, sorry. Real quick, do you actually want to make that happen, Zim? Sorry, my brain got stuck on that.
Let me interject. I do have to work tomorrow, so I don't think I could keep going through Exalted's time slot.
We still got 40 minutes left before Exalted, though.
But Kerr needs food.
I also
And-
wanted to go over things because this is also a playtest.
Fine.
But real quick, I wanted to finish up Kin's stuff real quick.
You want me to make a roll for that?
No, because as you're trying to grill a Machamp, who's just kind of smiling and listening as you ask the questions. Before the Scyther from before, it's just kind of leaning over the cart, looking down at you. Not many Pokemon are usually very interested on stuff that goes on outside of their own little towns or nooks. What can I answer their questions for?
Oh, well, I want to know where you guys came from. You guys are so fascinating. Where do you guys hail from?
Oh, our little caravan's actually from all over the place. We've just kind of, as we've gone, we've come and gone. New people come, old people leave, and we just kind of keep going. And that's pretty much just how we've been. It's been that way ever since I joined.
Wow, and how long ago did you join?
Me, I've probably been here for a couple of years now,
Couple
5 or
years?
6.
Dang, so you must have seen a lot of the world at this point then.
Just a bit, yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. What's your name, if I may?
Oh, Sai. My name's Sai.
Sai. Sai, I'm Ken. It's good to meet you. What are some of the more fascinating places you've been through? What are some of the more exotic wares you've seen?
Ooh, now that's a question and a half. Well, let's see. Well, once we reached a village that was built entirely out on the sea. It was a village of ice.
There's
Really?
a brief blur as Hunter is now under the cart where Kin is talking to the Scyther at.
Ken notices and barely gives a glance and a nod of the head before turning back to the conversation. Really? A town built out on the sea out of ice?
Mm-hmm.
Wow! I bet the light reflecting off and through the buildings must have been magical. Tell me more.
Oh, the entire place was absolutely beautiful. When the lights came on at night, it was like light passing through prisms. And it was like a rainbow had just been born across the entire town.
Hey, that sounds amazing. What were some of the goods you were able to trade from there?
We have a few goods from them. They make ice items made out of ice that doesn't melt.
Really? They work with Ever Ice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is so cool. Which direction is this town?
Let's see, it's back over the mountains, and then you start heading really far south.
Over the mountains, head south. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. And Ken just keeps this up, just question after question, throwing in compliments and commentary, just gathering more and more general information about the world outside and trying to pick up on some of the events and places, where they are, their status, things like this. Unfortunately, I personally cannot keep up that sort of roleplay.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what Ken is doing. Basically, for however long Sai will let him.
Oh yeah, he'd be more than willing to just go on and on about everything.
Awesome. How late into the night does this go?
As long as you're willing to stay up.
All night it is. In the morning, Kin will make a report to Heron about just about everything that he could gather on the about the caravan.
Okay. And I think when we get started next week, we will be doing Midnight's Speaking with Heron.
Yay.
Okay.
I get to start next week's session. Haha.
Sounds awesome.
Sounds good.
Congrats, you also get to do the recap.
Ugh.
Actually,
Good
no.
thing I wrote notes.
Actually, no. It'll be Octo that's doing the recap next week.
Ah.
Hey, it's not me.
Well, Octo had a major thing happen. Had the most major thing happen this week, so.
I mean, that's
Fair
fair.
enough.
I mean, you did evolve, albeit briefly.
Yeah, I was really curious who was going to touch the stone.
And Brussel had.
Yeah, if Brussel had touched
Ooh.
it, he would have become a Venusaur.
Venusaur, would you keep the Brussel voice, or would you let it go deeper?
What probably would have happened is I would have denied the evolution.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
oh
is a
baby.
possibility.
Huh.
It's a fight between Hunter and Brussel over who is most baby.
Who will win? You'll have to tune in next week to see.
I was
Basil.
half expecting Hunter's hat to come out with the baby Kangaskhan.
One of these times that the hat pokes out is not Hunter, but it's baby Tingascon.
Probably with Hunter taking a paw and pulling the hat back in.
All right. Well, feedback on the system. There wasn't much that we had with the system yet, but
Yeah, what were your guys' thoughts so far?
I mean, seems solid enough so far, and you've already got notes on stuff that you need to do for the system. So I can't think of anything else as of this point that you don't already have covered on your to-do list. And so far, it's feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Felt good. I don't know. 7 felt a little hard, I guess, but that's just in the small sample size.
what do you mean hard?
To get successes, but
We're just starting out.
We are just starting out. We still have small dice pools at this point.
Yeah.
True.
Like,
And
the
that-
most you're probably gonna get is, like, the most we can possibly get, I could see, is, like, 4 d10s.
Yeah, that was one of the questions I did have that I was curious about is how did it feel with how did the low dice pools feel, I suppose?
Fine. Although I haven't played much in the way of success based outside of Shadow a long time ago, so it's going to take a learning curve on my part also.
Oh, you're familiar with Shadowrun. In which case, you're familiar with larger dice pools.
No, because I haven't played. I never got that far. I played like 2 sessions, and then the group died.
Oh, how
I mean-
unfortunate!
Yeah, the most I know with the dice pools is L5R, but that's a sum based system, not a success based system.
Yeah. Oh, how much XP do we get?
So, XP is still slightly up in the air. However, it is. Right now, the current plan is 5 XP per session. And then when we complete a mission or something, Kerr can award us extra experience. In regards to that, Kerr, the suggestion on that is every time you come up with basically, if you come up with a little adventure that you want to give us a reward for, and you think it'll take 3 sessions, you give us 15 XP. If we wound up taking 5 sessions, it's still 15. That is the kind of suggestion of what we've got in mind. And then if it takes us only 2 sessions to get done, well, we still get the 15.
I get it. I think I get that. Yeah.
Basically,
It's like
you come up with...
think it.
Yeah. However long you think it'll take, you give us this. You basically double the XP for that. However, if it takes us longer or less, then, you know.
And combat's gonna be a hard balance.
Combat is the hardest thing to balance in any system. It's definitely something that I may have to make adjustments on the fly. I don't want to do that. It depends on how bad it is. But yeah, combat's something that's going to require adjustment. I fully anticipate that. I will just try to keep it where it'll function this way for this session, and then we'll go back to the drawing board for the next.
Yeah, we didn't really get to test out combat itself today, so I'm hoping that we'll get into that like next time and get a good feel for it.
Very least we'll probably get into it at the tournament.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm thinking the true test of the like roles and system will be in combat.
But I will also point out that just a reminder, on the small dice pools, we are just starting out. We are the equivalent of level 5 Pokemon. We are meant to feel weak at this time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I went into this expecting to fail rolls just because you don't have a lot of dice.
I will remind you guys, though, that you do have your willpower you can use to re-roll. If you put an extra dot in it, then you get 2. Just keep in mind the exhaustion mechanic.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Which at this point, you're not going to feel any penalties from that unless we just keep going without any rests for several days.
So, also, what do you guys think of the characters so far that you've been able to meet and everything?
It's been a lot of fun.
Yes.
Also, frickin' Domino in this.
Well, of course I'd be here, darling. You can't have a game without me, after all.
Right.
Hi, Domino.
Hello, darling.
I mean, we've got the Starlight game without him, and the Ascent to Ascend.
Yet, darling, yet. No, I was making a joke to Zim of doing an entire game, me playing a game, and doing it completely as Domino in character.
It'll be the perfect session.
Don't worry,
Oh
that's
my
only going to be
gosh.
the Iron Throne.
I hate myself for that coming out. That line.
Everything will be fine. Okay. If it's okay for everyone, I'm going to step away real quick. I need to get food before session for the next game.
All right.
All
So
right.
just to clarify, we don't get experience for this session, or do we get experience for
You
this
do.
session?
do.
You do.
You get
Okay.
5.
5.
You get 5
Okay.
experience.
Awesome. All right.
And on your sheets, so experience can be spent when the storyteller allows us to during a long rest. It cannot be spent on the fly, but especially with this system being a playtest, there is a field there for XP purchases. Use it. Note down how much you spent on each thing. And that way, because, if we adjust things later on, it's going to be very difficult to be like, okay, you spend how much where?
Yeah. Basically, in case anything needs to be refunded or we need to use more XP.
Use more, use less, whatever the case may be. Yeah. Just make sure you use that XP purchase field, and if needed, you can always add another sheet onto the character sheet to keep track of that stuff.
Right.
Will do.
Now, that said, thank you everybody for joining us today for our first session of The Last Hope RAOW. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by simply sharing the stream around, as well as by subscribing to our YouTube, coming by and hanging out, or picking up some merch over at zgfgaming.store. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Nice play on words. Sharing the stream around.
Around.
That was not intentional.